Hi there, this is a quick review of the Peripage A6 printer, and it's a Bluetooth or USB printer which is pretty small, as you can see from my hand, and it prints on thermal paper. If we open the lid, we can see it takes a roll of thermal paper. It has the thermal print head there. Then if we look on the outside, it's got a USB socket for charging, and also you can connect it directly to a computer. That's a micro USB, and it's got a single operating button which also lights up. It lights up red when it's charging and green when it's ready for use. So I turn the printer on by pressing and holding the button. It turns green. If I sort of double click the button, it should print like a demo page. It's only overprinting that because I had something already printed on the top of the paper. It tells you its Bluetooth name, its firmware version and its serial number, and also has a QR code which you can scan using the Peripage app to set it up if it doesn't detect the printer automatically. So you can see it prints much like a till receipt. One thing you should note with these is there has been cancer risks with thermal paper, and you should try and buy paper that's BPA and BPS free. Now I know the official Peripage paper says it's BPA free. I don't think it says anything about BPS. You can get various types of paper. That's just plain paper. These are like one continuous label which is with a small board around. Then over here I've got some more plain paper and some more paper. One of these was labels, and they've turned out, yeah, these are the labels which are actually transparent. You can also get different colours of paper. It's a very common size of paper, this 56mm wide till receipt paper. You can get it really cheaply. This is a really old roll I had from some technical equipment which we used to hire at work, and I kept the roll for use between hires. Now you can see this has got red paper in the middle. These are red stripes on the paper, as you often get on the till receipts at the shop when it's running out of paper, whereas these other ones don't seem to have the red in the middle, so you just run out of paper. Here's a picture I printed earlier with the printer. You can see it's reasonably good from a distance. When you zoom in, it looks pretty awful. And you can print using an app on your smartphone, which I'll show you now, the Peripage app. There are also third-party apps which have been written for it, which claim to offer easier printing of pictures. So here's the app. Now, something people don't seem to talk about in their reviews. I actually found out about this device from Techmoan, who mainly does reviews of idiosyncratic audio devices, and he decided to do a review of a couple of thermal printers. But he didn't mention, and no one else I've seen mentions, that you can actually print via USB from Windows. And if you go to the Peripage website, you can download the driver. It comes as a RAR archive file, which is a bit weird since the executable is only a few bytes larger than the compressed file. And once you've installed that, you get the printer appearing in your list of printers like I have here, and it's pretty minimal, the options it gives you in here. You can't print a test page like you could normally. Printing preferences, you'll see you select portrait or landscape, and there's also a quality option, half toning. One problem there is with printing from Windows onto the printer is that obviously it's a bit of a weird paper size. So if I'm in Word, the first thing I need to do to get the option to select the right paper size is to change the printer for the document. And then back in page layout, I can change the paper size, and it'll give me two options, which are basically the width of the paper multiplied by the length of a sheet of A4, which I don't really want to print all that paper. So you can go in and manually change the length to say 5 centimeters, but then it will complain that it's got a column width of less than 1.27 centimeters. And this is because the default margins are so large on Word. So if I change all those to 0.5 centimeter, side margins, it won't let you change to less than 0.5 centimeter. So then I get something more reasonable. I can write some text. Like that. And then I can press print. Oh, I must have selected the paper to be around the wrong way. Yeah, I selected landscape paper. That's why it's printed sideways like that. Now, one problem with this, you really need to set a page length that's longer than the printing you want to do, because you'll see that the tear off strip is going to go in the middle. It basically stops printing as soon as it stops printing, and it doesn't eject any more paper. So that's a bit of a problem really. So if I print it again the right way round, you'll see that's now actually in the machine. If I print it again, the first time I print it, a portrait will come out and there's still one hidden in the machine, so that's a bit of a problem. Apparently if you print using the app, there's a setting about ejecting the paper. Anyway, that just proves that you can print from Windows with this printer, and it's quite handy to do that rather than having to use the app. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.